moving every couple years, packing up and finding a new home. There's a beauty in the anonymity it brings. When my feet get to itching, I just run.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Walk. My name's Gareth, I'm back with Phil.
At last.
Feels like forever since we've done a walk together. We're on the outskirts of Ilkeston in Derbyshire, and we're going to take a look at what remains of the former great Stanton Ironworks. Now, a lot of it is redeveloped.
Yes, isn't it now? It's about to pop up at an incredible rate, so we need to go and have a quick butchers before it all disappears.
Well, that's the thing, it's part of the reason for the channel. Try and find stuff before it disappears. Now, there are a few nuggets remaining, but in particular what we're looking for is the remains of the World War II air raid shelters that were built prefab by the Stanton Ironworks Company to protect their staff from the bombs of the Luftwaffe. Google Maps. This is where we're starting, the site of what was Stanton Gate Station. We're going to have a little bit of an explore around the site of the ironworks, and then we're going to end up here in this inconspicuous looking field. This is the site of those air raid shelters. Okay, so apologise for the traffic noise, can't do much about that. This is the site of what was Stanton Gate Station. Now these here, they had a building on top of them, right?
Yeah mate, one of them stations are quite regular along this line. Stationable, booking off, everything, down the steps onto the platforms, yeah.
So the platforms would have been here. Now this here, that's the Stanton Ironworks branch. So that's basically what we're going to try and follow as best we can to get into the site and find those air raid shelters. Now what I'll do is I'll hold this, well, without getting run over. From this photo you should be able to see the buildings here that Phil's mentioned. Now basically just over there, over the M1, you can see these insane spoil heaps. They look like mountains, don't they?
Well, like a pyramid as well.
Pointed at the top, yeah, unbelievable things. Now obviously they're long gone now, but they looked epic. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to get down onto the canal, because obviously we can't get on those rails because they're connected to an active line, so not a great shout. So this is the, can we just clear this one up? I either say Erewash or Erewash. But I get corrected. Which one is it?
It's Erewash.
Erewash, right. So this is the Erewash Canal we're on now. We're going to walk underneath, actually, underneath that Stanton Ironworks branch. Okay, so we've come underneath. That's the M1, making an absolute racket. Now, this line here, that is the Stanton Ironworks branch. Now, this line here, the Erewash Valley line, it's built by the Midland Railway in about 1847, I think, and I'm pretty sure this branch into the ironworks was open just a few years after that. Not much. What have you found? You found something?
Where this path goes, that's all.
Oh, okay. Thought we could get up onto the track.
Yeah, maybe so.
Or maybe we can. So we've gone and had a little look, just in the bushes there, and this fence is not playing games, so we can't get up there. So I sent the drone up, and as you can see from this, the rails are still on there, but then they kind of peter out as it gets into that wasteland. Now, looking at that, look at the size of that ironworks. It was absolutely enormous. It ran till about, I think 2007 was the end of it. That was the death knell, and it finished. But I mean, it's all going to be houses now, but what an epic site. So if it's 2007, I mean that rail doesn't look like it's been used that long ago. Phil?
No, but they had a contract in there to take scrap out. I think it'll go into Cardiff. I'm not sure where the scrap was coming from, whether that was just a shipping point or whether there was some scrap merchants in there, but for quite a long time scrap were being taken out.
Oh, okay. So this railway's only been closed 5 years.
A few years, but I mean, it's pretty rustic track, isn't it? But you know, it didn't take long, does it? So,
no, I guess not. Okay, so we're gonna have a little stomp back down the canal, up and over the top to the other side of this ironworks site, and we're gonna try and find a few places that Phil spotted from old photographs, see if we can't recreate them, because that's always good, isn't it, when you get an old photo. But then ultimately, it's all about those air raid shelters. Okay, so we've walked up, we're right on the other side now. So right on the other side behind us, by those blue buildings that you can see there, that's where we were a few minutes ago, where the branch was coming in off of the Midland Railway, and obviously that track was still there. Now, because this site was so vast, as you can see from the drone footage, it also had, wait for the lorry to go past, a line coming in from the Great Northern Railway. Okay, so here's that bridge. So this is, but you're saying this is not an entrance in, this is between areas of this.
It's just between the different sides of the plant, yeah. Obviously, I suppose we're a little busy, you don't want to keep stopping traffic all the time, so they went underneath, yeah. And,
yeah, can you see it from underneath?
You can see it, yeah.
Oh, mate. Oh, wow, yeah.
In fact, it's done us a favour because this was completely full of bushes and now they're cutting, although it's gone, they have cleared it out, look.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's just a single line coming underneath there then for a little shunter.
Yes.
Now, where those blue trailers are, you're saying there's a farm building there?
Yeah, if you look at old pictures, it's quite hard to imagine. This was quite rural, even though the works were still going off. This section where it was well developed over here, and there was still farm buildings and operating just there, yeah.
It's changed so much. I mean, some of these buildings, I mean, these are old buildings, aren't they?
Yeah, they're part of the old works. Right?
Yeah, and you've got the headquarters over there, which is a listed building, so they can't knock that down, which is amazing.
So there's the pockets of buildings that can't go, but mainly it's just redeveloped, boring eyesore stuff, isn't it, really?
Oh yeah, it's seen better days, that's for sure. So a few years ago, obviously they'd lifted all the track and stuff, but it wasn't like that. So if you just look at this picture now, you can see this exact view. The track bed is all still there, obviously the track's gone. There was an aqueduct right there, that's gone. It's just decimated now.
It's a hell of a depth.
If you just come to the other side, you can see there's a picture as well. Again, the track's missing, but the cutting is all still there. Now I'm looking at the backside of 4 lorries, but there was a cutting, and again, you can see, as Phil was mentioning a minute ago, just how rural it all looks. You know, these are all fields, and now long gone. So we're just going to have a little bit of a walk down now towards where that headquarters building is. Now on that headquarters it says 1914, but actually this was a site of an ironworks going back into the late 1700s, and in fact this region it dates back to Roman times, and they actually found some remains not far from here of some blast furnaces that date back to medieval times. Now unfortunately they're all on private land and you can't get to them, otherwise obviously we'd be digging our heads in there. But it's nice that this headquarters will remain. You know, obviously once this is all modern housing and stuff like that, and you know, schools and play parks and whatever else they build, the fact that there's still going to be that 1914 headquarters there because it's listed, that's nice. So there you go, that's the original headquarters, so 1914 and listed, so that's not going anywhere. So Phil's got all excited and ran off ahead, as he does, because he's got another one of those photos where you can kind of show what it used to look like with the tracks coming across the road here, and we're going to be able to compare it. But like I say, I am sorry about the noise, because yeah, it's a building site. So it's about as noisy as it can be. This was a level crossing. It came across here, and you may be able to, from that photo there, you might be able to recognise those trees. The line went off to the other side. Right, so we're kind of away from the noise-ish, because believe it or not, there's a really kind of rural feeling public footpath that goes right through the middle of this, you know, manic building site. Now on the other side of it, we're going to find those air raid shelters. So Phil was telling me that basically on one side of the road you had Stanton concrete, and you'd have these big concrete pipes.
Yeah, well, mainly concrete being produced this side of the road in the later years, and over the other side they used to call it Stanton steel. When I used to come down here, banging me head on branches.
Taking his head off.
When I used to come down here collecting, when I used to be a wagon driver, I'd have a good concrete, pick up pipes, take them over, go over the road to steel, which was an easier job actually, because they were that big, you only fitted 4 on your lorry. It was a very easy work, and you'd take them anywhere really in country. So yeah, steel and concrete later years.
Steel and concrete.
Yeah.
And that's what was used to make these air raid shelters. Because by the 1930s, or the end of the 1930s, it was law that a large employer, certainly one that was producing stuff like steel and iron, would have to provide air raid shelters for their staff. Now, the Stanton Ironworks started at that time building munitions. So as you can imagine, during the Second World War, if you're building munitions, you are an absolute target for Monsieur Hitler. And so they started building air raid shelters, not just for the staff here, but for the entire country. And if you actually look at what a Stanton air shelter is, they were all over the country. They were prefab. They were made, I guess, on the concrete side because they're concrete made,
Yeah, they would have been, yeah.
and shipped off to different parts of the country. But the ones we're going to try and get inside today were purely for the staff. Okay, now this footpath, Phil's telling me, was always here. So even when this was a bustling, industrial mecca, this was always there. And you're saying there's a pit shaft down there as well?
Yeah, if you look at Old March, there's some shafts on that mound. It used to be bigger than that, but this company's, bulldozed it. But there is one still there, and when you were allowed to wander along there, you could go over the side, and I found a shaft before. Yeah, I didn't have my torch on me though.
It's capped though, right?
Yeah, it's capped. I can't remember if I had a grill on or not. I didn't have my torch with me, so I wasn't able to, I like the big reveal to get the torch down it. But yeah, it's still there over the other side of that mound.
Is that for coal or iron ore?
Yeah, they did. It wasn't a colliery, but there were some shafts there, so it was either like a small time thing they did, or maybe they'll test digging.
Yeah.
Made a shaft,
or ventilation maybe for another one or whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe Stanton themselves were getting a bit of coal out. Who knows?
Because when the Midland Railway built the Erewash Valley Line, which was the first railway at Stanton Gate Station where we started the walk, that was the whole point of that line really, because it was along a seam of coal and iron ore, which is obviously like absolute winner financially for the Midland Railway, hence serving all these sites and stuff. Oh, I'm blinded now. So that's the path we've just been walking. You can still hear that annoying sound of the digger, and suddenly we're in a field, which don't feel like much, Phil. It's just a field, but these are a clue. Now these rows of trees, these are air raid shelters, and we should hopefully, if I get my torch out of my bag, we should be able to get in some of these. Now they're what were you saying, Phil? They're the cylindrical ones, which are famous basically.
Yeah, it's like a 100-metre drag, isn't it, of concrete, and they've built them. But also there's like four here, look, and I can see straight away these are something. Now why these are different and away from the main drag, as it were, I don't actually know.
Yeah, unless they were for the,
They're linked.
Well, maybe underground, yeah.
No way to find out.
Well, let's have a look, see if we can get in. I'm glad I've worn shorts. Right, so here we go. Torch on. Now, yeah, at the moment I can just use the torch to move that branch out of the way. Ow! Stinging. Oh, mate. I think people came running down here to get away from bombs, and I'm getting freaked out by a stinger. Oh, mate. Oh, what goes on here? Oh, that is well and truly flooded. So that then just joins up with the one at the other end. So there's four. So obviously that's one. This is one in terms of an entrance. Okay, so let's go and find the big one then. There's a big tubular one. Now, I have seen some old photos of these being installed actually, going way back to 1940. Okay, so these are the main ones. I'm leaving my bag out because it's actually holding me up. Right, you've got the torch on your head.
Yeah, have I switched it on? No, I can't tell.
No, not yet. No, it is now. So we've had a look in those little ones. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but these are the main ones then. These would have been for the workers of the Stanton Ironworks Company. What are these sleepers? They aren't they?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what? These ones are bad name, but they've got a definite World War II feel about this house. This is
mate.
material. This is.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm still excited by the sleeper.
So yeah, I was hoping there might be like a Stanton, that they made them, or some kind of, like an identification plate or whatever there isn't.
Yeah, still pretty cool.
So if people are coming down here, what they do, just standing here, or the benches? Can you hear something? Do you think any rabbits are in here?
Well, yeah, I don't mind if it's a rabbit.
So look, it looks like it's staggered.
So okay. Oh, mate.
What is that? That's an old.
That's like a telecommunication thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a wire cable.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some noises coming in here. Hold on a minute.
Right.
I think we'll have.
Go on then, he's trying to wind me up. Phil's trying to wind me up. Go on.
I keep hearing.
What time do you call this?
What's this? What are you doing here?
I've been waiting for you lot, what happened?
It's Jay!
You guys are here for weeks.
Okay, right, let's keep going then, because I'm assuming this keeps going.
There's a second way out on this side.
Oh, okay.
It's got exit points all the way down.
You know my time down there, I had a little recce.
So you would have, I guess people just...
Is that a drain gun?
There is, it's a trough, yeah. Mate.
Well, yeah, it goes all the way across.
What's these seats though, I wonder? Because you can't expect people to just stand up in here, can you, all the time?
No. I'm not sure I'd be bothered if there were bombs dropping though, Phil. Be honest, I'd just leg it and get in it.
If you were running trying to get somewhere, you wouldn't be the right way stood, would you?
You know that, don't you? That's them Is that open? Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see holes at the top.
Oh,
yeah.
that's well, you obviously don't want someone to throw a bomb down there when you're down here.
No.
Oh, I thought people.
Wow.
I thought
the
this
wrong
would be
team.
just full of rubbish.
That's the right team, no?
Yeah, it's not a wrong team. I'll have that.
Oh, so look at that. Oh, so there's more there.
Oh yeah, there you go. Other one of them.
So I reckon then this cable must be coming down, connect to that,
And then
off to connect to that as well. What's going on here?
What happens here then?
That's the toilet.
Toilets?
I reckon that's the toilet, mate.
One toilet per
what?
100 people.
Well, how many staff would they have had?
Yeah, but what about the fact that the actual works aren't really that close to where we are? They must have actually ran.
Oh yeah, they'd have legged it. But then I guess if they don't want to be too close, because then this gets hit with a bomb as well, doesn't it? Yeah, but there's another one though.
Got to do a fire divide.
Mate, this is so old.
Ooh. You can probably see from this one. I mean, you can see it from the top.
It's pretty big actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's 90 metres.
Yeah, look at that, you've got a clean shot to the top.
Oh wow, beautiful sky.
So this would have been good, wouldn't it? They'd dug all the trench, then
Oh, yeah.
precast it and just filled it up again
Yeah.
so it's not visible.
I've seen some photos, Phil, of them doing that, yeah.
I think I found a second toilet. We're at 2.
It would be good if there was a toilet still here, wouldn't it?
It would.
They all just thrown in Derbyshire.
Was that with a hole in it?
Yeah, it probably was, yeah.
Like Homer Simpson's.
Yeah, but it would have had wooden doors.
Think they're blast-proof, wooden?
Mate, I could just imagine people though, just huddled up in here.
What under the shop?
Absolutely terrified,
You'll
probably.
feel, yeah. Well, you could have benches on both sides for all we know. I mean,
Oh, it's a great shot, yeah, I'm going to sit down on the bench.
yeah.
Oh mate, my quads.
Did you hand up?
They're burning.
Oh, these would be much, much worse than what they are.
What, the state of them inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
If this was in a town centre, I'd think what you're finding here.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. To be fair, even the graffiti's not that rude, really.
Oh, that's probably off. That, I reckon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's rusted.
Mate, it carries on still.
Yeah.
Oh, this is huge.
Toilet number 3.
And that's the end of it. No, it's not. It still
No,
goes.
it's still going. It proper tricks you.
Yeah, it's massive.
I'll tell you what though, it must also, if you keep thinking it's end, you'll think, oh yeah, that's it, you know, you find it.
Yeah. So what's your theory, Phil? That basically it's to stop the blast going all the way through?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, yeah, there's a reason for it, isn't there? Because if someone dropped something down here, I guess if someone came along here, some sort of, I don't know, bomb, less people will be affected if they staggered these, because these are thick walls, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
It did obviously increase chance of survival for more people, because you never know whether to get hit, would you?
No, that's true. Well, it'll stop the shrapnel for a start, yeah.
If you can go first, we're all worried that we're going to find some like dead animal or something. And
Oh,
maybe
don't.
fuel or-
There's not another Jake down there, is there? Have you seen something? You're setting me up.
No, it's not set up.
You sure? You sure your dad's not down here?
If he is, I'll be very surprised.
If he is, I'll be surprised.
No.
Oh, mate, so they've been having fires in here by the look of it.
Yeah, where was the smoke going? Because there's no.
Oh, yeah, look, because that's still got something connected to it, look.
I wonder if there's holes in the
Mate.
roof for ventilation, so you can actually get air in.
Yeah, that's what they thought. Yeah.
This is incredible.
Keep
Mate.
going.
We have got so much history everywhere. It's amazing, really.
Okay, are we saying this is the last one?
I reckon that's the end, mate.
Yeah, it must be.
That's us up into the light. Oh, mate, yeah, my eyes gonna have to adjust. Let me have a look. Oh, so if I stand up, let me get on here on this concrete, and it's all look, you can see the ventilation shafts all the way down, basically to that big tree at the end. That's where we're going. That's massive. That's amazing. Okay, so that's us. We're out in the fresh air, in the light again. That was good fun though. The air raid shelters, Second World War air raid shelters of Stanton Ironworks. Nice one, Phil.
No worries, mate.
Cheers, mate. It's been a while. Nice one, Jake.
Thank you, I'm now free.
Free. A little
Free at last.
extra bonus having Jake turn up. Hi, Andy. Hopefully we'll see you on the next stomp. Thanks for watching, like I say, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
See you later.